in a way, we're sort of arrogant, but let me explain what I'm talking about when I say that. Let's just take the senses, our visual senses, for example. Now, there's something called, in science, an electromagnetic spectrum. It goes from ultraviolet to infrared, and there's all kinds of light waves, if you will, that we could be perceiving with our eyes but don't. The visible spectrum is in the middle of it someplace, and if the entire electromagnetic spectrum stretched from San Francisco to New York, some 3,000 miles, the amount of the spectrum that our eyes are able to see is the length of, from elbow to fingertips. Okay, that's all there is. It's a very infinitesimal thing. All the rest of it is lost to our physical senses. We perceive only the tiny, tiny, tiny visible spectrum. That's all we perceive. Yet, we presume, because that's all we see, that that's all there is. When in fact, there's vastly more than that. Okay. The same thing goes with hearing. Dogs can hear at levels that we can't hear, much higher pitches. So we only hear a small percent of the whole hearing spectrum, audio spectrum. And so on it goes for all the rest of our senses. We only perceive a very tiny piece of it, yet we presume that's everything. And we give no weight to what we can't see, okay? So that's our senses deceive us in that way. There's also, our scientists have found there's, I think it's 11, maybe more dimensions now. We're only aware of 4 dimensions. We're aware of height, width, and depth, and time. We're aware of 4 dimensions with our senses. There's actually 11 or 12 or whatever it is now. And we have no idea what are in those other senses, or in those other dimensions, because we have no way of sensing them, no way whatsoever. We have no idea what's out there, yet we rely upon that which we do sense. And it's so tiny, so small, so nothing compared to what's out there. But yet we will say, that's all there is. That's all there is. We are fooling ourselves in that sense.